for being here. I just came from the Dominican Republic to do this event with my man Ted and for you guys. He was very excited because we did it back in another shop, and now we just want to, at the end of the day, what we want to do is give you an education within what is cigars. I'm still learning. In February, I'm going to turn 15 years in the industry. And I'm still learning something new every day, man. It's crazy how cool it is to learn something new, always with the tobacco leaves. So, what we're doing right here is we're gonna make a medium body cigar, let's say so. We're doing what we do at the factory, but we brought it for you in a simpler way. Over there, we're gonna have the leaves and everything, but you know, TSA don't want me to bring too much of tobacco leaves. So, you know, I gotta play with what I have. So, for you to know, you have cigar number 1, it's just the filler of the blend superb. The cigar number 2 is the filler and the binder of the blend superb. Cigar number 3 is the filler, binder, and wrapper of the entire blend. What I want to show you right here, it's not about, it doesn't matter if you like mild, medium, or full body cigar right now, because when we make cigars, we don't always make cigars for what I like. I gotta make cigars for you guys. If we grow as a company, it's because you guys support it. I'm not the one making cigars, it's you. So I just want to give you the best of what we want. So in 2023, we said we needed our Habano wrapper medium body cigar. So we did the one that you have, we did 51 blends before we nailed it to the right one. I'm gonna explain you later why. So to start, before we start making the cigar, there's a couple things that we have to pick up, which is what's the flavor we're looking for? How many sizes we're gonna make that cigar? Why the sizes is important? Because even that it's the same blend, cigars taste or perform different depending on the size. Also, something else is how balanced we want the cigar. Balance is very important, and have that in mind, because in the cigar number 2, you will understand when I say balance. It's the amount of tobacco that one does not overcome in flavor with the other one to perform to the right taste that you're looking for. What else do you think we need to have in mind before we make the cigar? Anyone? What else do you think outside of flavor, outside of balance, outside of the strength, outside of how many sizes? What else do you think we need to put in place before we go ahead and make a cigar? The build, you know, the way it's put together, the weight, the construction, all of the construction area of that order. So you used to be talking about the draw. The draw. You're going to talk about that, the draw. But of course, if you don't make a cigar that has a good draw, you don't have a premium cigar. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Something, what's the aroma? Remember, we need to stimulate your right here, the retro. Something very important nowadays, it is easier to look for information of a cigar. It's how complex we want it. I gotta keep you guys entertained. I like a cigar that have changes in every turn, because otherwise you could probably have a great cigar, but it can be boring. You're not gonna be able, like, you don't want probably to repeat if it's the same all throughout. So complexity is something that we really need to put in the plate before we do that. So please, I want you to smoke the cigar number 1. And I'm gonna ask you questions. And don't ever tell me yes or no just because I'm here. Be rude if you gotta be rude. So, the final blend, the final cigar must be medium body. Must have nutmeg, nuttiness, citrus, cinnamon aroma, and some sweetness natural in the tobacco. I'm gonna repeat what's the performance of the cigar. Medium body, some creamy, not too much, nutmeg, citrus, nuttiness, sweetness from the tobacco. That's what we're looking for. So please, light up cigar number 1. It's just the filler of the blend. That's it. So when you have an unfinished product, in this case cigar, I don't call it cigar, because to be a cigar, it has to be filled by the wrapper. So I will call it a cylinder. It's not complete. Cigar number 1. Tell me, up front, are you getting any cinnamon aroma? Be honest. Say yes or no, depending on what you feel. And depending on what you ate or drink before we start this, you might feel something different than your partner. It can happen. Right now, you guys all light up the cigar. I didn't feel any cinnamon. Right now. But, did you feel any cinnamon? Do you think it's a medium body right there? If you guys don't talk, I'm gonna start charging you. I'll take credit card and cash. Mild. You say mild. Who else?
No cinnamon.
No cinnamon. Do you feel citrus? You taste citrus. Okay. Any nuttiness? Any nuttiness? Are you sure? Okay. So while you still enjoy this cigar, let's talk about draw. Why it is important to have a perfect draw. The perfect draw can be different within different companies. In our case, we like 6. When 1 is too loose, 10 is too tight. I like 6. When you have to do a slightly effort to pull and get the smoke. So, why the draw is so important? You actually mentioned draw. Help me out. Why the draw is so important?
Well, for me, if it don't draw, I'm gonna throw that fucker out.
That's the rude way to say it, but it's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Man, let's be honest. When you buy a cigar, you're like, this is the therapy that you choose for you. Right? What would you say?
It's just not pleasant.
Do you feel in the cigar number 1, guys, the cigar number 1, is that too loose?
Yeah.
It is too
loose.
It is too loose. Everything that you feel, guys, tell me. I don't care if I come from the money. Don't try to feel me welcome.
It leaks air.
Too much air. When you have too much hair in a cigar, you're not gonna get that compressed smoke that you're supposed to have in your pocket. So, important in the draw. When it's too loose, the heat goes up. When the heat goes up, your cigar turns to trash because it's gonna taste bitter. When the cigar is too tight, what's gonna happen? Eventually it's gonna plug. You're not gonna be able to smoke it. And you're gonna get a lot of tar. You're gonna get a lot of tar in the top of the head, right? So, something else before we go to the cigar number 2. And I want you to pay attention to draw and everything on the tasting notes. Why it is important to have an even burn. Why it is important to have an even burn. Come on, you look, a guy from Harvard, tell me. Harvard guy. Why we need an even burn? I know it looks beautiful, but there's a reason behind it. Maybe you?
It tells you the quality of how it's made. Where's the gold?
Let's change the word quality to construction.
Yeah.
Why the even burn is so important, guys, please. Okay. I think this is important. I'm going to charge you. Talk to you. You guys are investing in tobacco. This hobby is not cheap. I think you guys deserve to know all the reasons, right? So, we understand it looks beautiful. But I'm going to explain you a couple of things. This is not liquid, very logical. All the tobacco must be burning at the same time for you to have the performance, the flavors, all the tasting notes. Because otherwise, if it's burning sideways, if you're playing golf or whatever, sometimes we judge the cigar, but you're not judging how windy it is, guys. Maybe you can have your tobacco, that the H tobacco is burning faster than the other one. Something else very important, the positioning of the leaf in the cigar. Every roller must know that. He will do it, right? The thing is, she talked about filler, binder, whatever. At the end of the day, it's between seco, piso, and ligero tobacco. That's in the positioning of the plants. In underneath, the one below is seco. The one in the middle is piso. The one on top is ligero. Ligero is the darkest. Brown, dark, never black. Whatever is black, there's a process involved. The one that it gets more of the sunlight, it will give you more of the oils. The oils make it thicker. That will give you strength, which is the ligero. The piso get a little bit of sun, not too much. It's a little thick, it's less thicker. It's brown, regular brown. You can get flavors and aromas. But in the seco, combustion, It's the thinner. It's the most yellow one. It has less oil than the rest of them. Combustion. So, the positioning of the leaf, depending on what I say, can I ask you a question, ma'am? Based on what I told you, I'm going to give you Seco tobacco, and I'm going to give you Ligero tobacco. Which one would you put in the middle? The Seco or the Ligero? Based on what I said.
Probably the second.
The Seco. In the middle? Who agrees with the lady? You agree with the lady? Who else agrees with the lady?
I'm not sure. It's just gonna be a guess.
All right.
Go with that, I'd say.
No, you're the lady who graduated from MIT, bro. Tell me. No, guys? Okay.
Goes in the middle.
She says second. You agree with her? Ligero in the middle. Jeff, a free cigar for the guy. He won. Ligero is in the middle. Remember, I explained it. Thicker. More oils. So you gotta put the lazy burner in the middle. So, this is the reaction. Don't you pay attention to that. When you gentle, stop the action. Gentle, guys, please. It hurts my heart when you. Honestly, it took probably 3 years to have that cigar in your hands. Everything is burning like this. So the Seco helps the Ligero to burn. That's why you have a pyramid shape when the cigar has the right positioning of the leaf. This is burning like this. So the lazy burner is easy in the center, like he said. Okay? Everything, it sounds logic right now? Okay. So let's go to the cigar number 2. Just put me the paper already. Cigar number 2, guys. Pay attention. How do you feel the strength now? If you feel the citrus now, how do you feel the draw? Pay attention to the color of the ash. Guys, question. Why some ashes are very white? Anybody?
Flushed out.
What?
Flushed it.
Flushed it.
Like clean up.
Complete burn. More complete burn. Is it a lighter beef? Bitter beef.
Anybody? It's the minerals in the soil, especially cotton. So I guess it's good for the face. So, cigar number 2. I'm smelling something right now that you didn't smell in the cigar number 1. Come on. I'm getting cinnamon now. Is the drug tighter now?
A little bit.
How is medium body now? Any nutmeg? Any nuttiness?
Spicier.
Spicier? White pepper? Huh?
Spicy.
A little more spicy.
A lot more spicy.
Okay, you're getting it spicy. Is that spread for you? That's pepper for you? What is that for you? Intensity?
Like pepper.
Pepper, black, white, red?
That is like black.
No, we're between a black and a white pepper.
Okay, and let me tell you, I'm looking for white pepper. But that's in the cigar number 2. We only add the binder. That's just one more leaf. That's it. And look how the dramatic change you have. So, I want you to do something that we do at the factory. Because people don't talk about this. Then tell me if somebody have told you this within all the years that you have selling cigars. We don't know if the guy's a left-handed or right-handed. You know that can change the flavor in your mouth. I want you to pull from the cigar and throw the smoke to your left side. Pay attention to what you felt and do the same and throw it to your right side. Tell me if you feel the same. Can I borrow your lighter, brother? Thank you, sir. Left and right. Tell me if you feel the same. You feel the same? Are you sure? Spicy. You feel spicier. What's this? I'm sorry. You doing left or right?
I feel like the left was like earthier.
It's not gonna be like a dramatic
I mean,
change. Guys, tell me.
That's crazy.
minerally.
I've never actually done that.
Tell me.
It has a little more of a kick to it.
It's one size. Ma'am.
But they're pretty different for everybody, right?
Someone said for mineral, the right side kind of.
Do they?
About that, but I spoke it.
Left and right. Do you feel the same thing?
I like it left better.
Or you like that better? Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that? They do the same cigar.
Good place.
Let me tell you, we do that when we're blending cigars over there because we don't know if it's a left-handed guy or right-handed guy. We don't know if it's gonna taste great on both sides.
It's really weird because if you're right-handed, you naturally blow it to the left.
Great, you know.
Yeah.
So, before we go to the cigar number 3, in the cigar number 3, we're gonna do also a pairing with a rum. I wanna ask you, 100%, from 1% to 100%, how much do you think the wrapper apports to the experience of the smoke? Just the wrapper.
Depends on size. Depends on the size of the cigar.
Did you guys hear the question?
Yes.
Did you hear the question? From one, so I'm gonna charge you $50. Take the square, you take the free cigar away. So, from 1% to 100%, how much do you think the wrappers alone apport to the experience of the smoke?
At least
50%?
is this the smaller the cigar, the more the wrapper binder you're tasting, and the larger the re-gauge.
I like what you bring up. I'm gonna get back to what you just said.
I think 100% because the wrappers when touches your lips and tongue first.
Look what he said.
I'm gonna
Say 100%.
100%.
So the wrapper, it's the whole flavor you get from the cigar.
I think so because
So there's no filler, there's no binder there.
I would spend it's less than that. I'm spending
Ah.
Like 60%.
but I got before you light one, you put it in your mouth and you taste the wrapper first too.
What were you saying? You agree with the guy? How much percent would you give to the wrapper? 100%?
It's more than 50.
More than 50. Okay?
30. But there's not,
30%.
again, doesn't that come down to size again?
I'm gonna get back to you. I told you, I'm gonna get back to you.
Why no more than wrapper?
Why you say 100%?
Because you taste it first, and you before you even light it, you put it. I do it. I put it in my mouth and
I get what you're saying. But you cannot tell me 100% if there's more leaves involved. But you are not right about
How about the majority?
Not right about something, but I'm going to explain you something. What you said.
Learn me.
No, there's something very important that you say right there. And he also said something very important. It does depend on the size. But there's a confusion because that's the only wrapper, the only leaf that your leaf touches. So your brain thinks something that is not completely real. There's a stimulation that you get because of the brain. So, depending on the tobacco, I'm gonna put it this way first. By math, if we're gonna make a total cigar, we need around 7 leaves in the filler. Then binder, then wrapper. By math, that's around 18%. If we're gonna do a Corona, 44 by 5, it's gonna be 3.5 leaves in the filler, then binder, then wrapper. We're talking 40% right there, more or less. But that's not far from the reality. Because it will depend on where that wrapper was grown, how much it apports to the experience of the smoke. Sometimes people, for example, Connecticut has a particular flavor, bitter flavor, that you think it gives you so much, but it's one of the more delicate wrappers in the world. People think that Mexican Smokeless wrapper give you a lot of flavor, and it's not. No, probably 18% is the Mexican Smokeless wrapper, but it looks beautiful, it feels amazing, it has a lot of combustion, it's very white. Maduro, when you blend it right, it's great. So, in average, it's between 15% up to 50%. You can go up to 90%. But all the tobaccos in the filler must be volado, which is underneath the seco. It has no flavor. So you probably get all of the flavor, 90% from the wrapper. All right? If you think otherwise and you have anything to ask, let me know. No? So let's.
It depends on the size.
Depends on the size, it depends on the soil that wrapper was grown, and the type of the leaf of the seed that you pick. And a pinaca wrapper will give you a lot of flavor, full body, but in coloring, you have a lot of waste. Because if I give you the same cigar, one looks darker than the other one within the same leaf, you think it's not quality. Mother Nature, bro. Mexico doesn't have that waste. So, please, light up cigar number 3 while you pour something. Cigar number 3 is the superb Blackbird, is the company name. Please don't drink anything. Don't drink anything and you're gonna thank me later. No, you gotta do it. Trust me. So, tea, coffee, whatever. It's not a specific
Okay, I'll do the tea.
All right. See, something. Whatever you can do. Cigar number 3. What about the flavoring? Tasting notes. All right. Light it up. Light up cigar number 3. Tell me, do you body, naughtiness? It's a vinyl wrapper, so you're supposed to feel a little oily in your lips. Some citrus maybe. Some sweetness maybe. Big difference, huh?
Actually, that's the.
Cinnamon aroma? Huh? Better? Okay, so that cigar is the Superb. We did 51 blends before we nailed it. Superb is a bird, the bird of the paradise. The thing is, you know, when you have a lot of years without taking a vacation, you go right to any Caribbean island and say, I just arrived in paradise. That's the way we felt. Not yet. That's not the way we felt after we did the 51st blend. If you guys not paying attention, I'm gonna leave, don't worry. Difference? For you to know, if you want to take advantage of this gentleman, every of my cigar has a bird. I used to look for the bird, spill a little bit the head,
Okay.
and it's gonna take off easy. The head of the bird.
Okay.
The head of the bird. You see it? Right there. That's the head of the bird. Yeah. Think no, the head. The head. Right there. These guys.
Oh, okay.
You gonna take it off easy?
Yeah.
All right. Guys, any questions? Huh? No? All right. Guys, please, before we go to the deals of rolling cigars, I want you to do left and right again and tell me if you feel the same way as cigar number 2. Left and right.
It's the balance. It's balanced.
Remember I told you in the beginning, remember the word balance? Now can you understand what balance means? You can even see that the smoke is more dense. The smoke is wider. It's a complete cigar. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you guys know how to retrohale? Whoever knows how to retrohale and has the drink in front of you, I want you to retrohale first right now. Retrohale, all of you, please. You're gonna thank me later. Retrohale, come on.
When it stays, okay.
Don't drink yet. Don't drink yet, please. Don't drink yet, please. Please. I want you to follow my rules so you can enjoy your night. Retrohale, then smell, and then retrohale again and tell me what you feel. retrohale. Smell the drink. Smell the drink and retrohale again. That is without drinking. Smell it. And then retrohale again and tell me, what's the reaction you're getting now? Smell, retrohale again.
That drink smells like me in the morning in Vegas.
Come on.
Making me want to drink.
How happened? You do it?
I did it.
What do you feel?
I'll get it up.
And I'll put it up. It like enhances,
Yeah.
right? The stimulation
Yeah.
right here. That's what I'm telling you. Follow the rules and you're gonna terminate. Something else that you're gonna do now is I want you to have a little drink, a little pour, a little sip. Have a little sip from the drink.
A small drink, Mark.
I'll tell you. Then you can drink later. Just a little bit. All right? Now, I want you to do this. Hold this smoke right there. And shake it a little bit. Are you sure you don't want to do that, my brother? You miss it out. Hold it, hold it. If you don't see enough smoke, throw it again. Don't be shy. This is your moment, guys. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
I got a lot of mine.
Guys, enjoy.
Like this?
Go ahead.
See?
That's second.
Tell me. Tell me.
Don't tell me.
Tell me. What happened right there? And the reaction. Tell me.
That can't be good.
I'll be like.
Guys, and the reaction. Huh? Enhances, but enhances the flavor, but it downgrades the alcohol taste.
Yes.
Less burn. Now,
That was still strong for me.
so if this is too strong, you put more smoke, and it's gonna mellow and mellow and mellow.
I was gonna get some water.
The last thing that we can do is decide that you prefer between left and right. I want you to pull from the cigar, throw it to that side that you like. Then I want you to sip the rum, hold it on that side. It's a little complicated, I'm sorry. Swallow, and then again. And tell me the reaction that you get on that side. All right. Whatever side you like the best of the flavors, do that. Then hold the drink right there. Uh-huh. Now the sip, hold it there. Couple seconds. Swallow. Swallow. And smoke again and throw to that side. Let it tingle.
Man, it's a little tingle. But a good, like good,
You know, in a good way.
in a good way.
But what I'm showing you here is not only education. What I'm telling you is we did the same cigar. You can play around. You can do it with tequila. You can do it with rum, with bourbon. If it pairs well with the cigar you smoke. So you remember, this is the therapy that we choose for us. Also, I believe cigars bring people together. That's why I like this business. Let me tell you guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. When I started my business in the cigar industry, I was still living in the country. Now I'm still here because of you guys support me. But that's the way I started. And I picked up Blackbird because when I started the brand, I saw a couple big brands, powerful. I say those are eagles, the strongest bird in the planet. But the smartest bird in the planet is the crow, and it's a blackbird. So even that I didn't have deep pockets, I gotta play smarter and get a bunch of eagles. And that's why I'm here. I jumped from 1,500 square feet to 30,000 square feet in 4 years. Don't get me wrong, I don't know how I'm still married because I'm flying. I took 85 flights last year, but I'm growing. So, I want to thank you guys for your time. I'm going to let you ask the question. We're going to have deals, something extra that Jeff didn't know about. So what we're going to do is, if you buy 10 cigars, you're going to get a fresh cigar from him made in front of you and 2 cigars from me. If you buy a box of 20 cigars, you're gonna get 6 cigars, 3 fresh, 3 on me, and 15 or 10% discount from the gel. What was the question?
So, talking about right side, left side, changes in flavor, is that similar to the front buzz?
Yes.
You
And
can
Bill
go cut
Connor is he said the
pyramid
same.
cigars or tip,
Almost he's
depending on how, what side of the egg you have in your mouth, changes your flavor. How it hits your palate.
Depends on the cuts.
So if you able, like, especially with the pyramid tip cigar, I would always told you never want to cut straight across, you want to cut it. But then if you roll, if you change it, and you roll the cut, and you whether it's secret or
These,
something.
they want to sort of and see the name. They don't want to go slow. Because you have to do it more than what's supposed to. It's gonna rob you.
Right. I think a lot of it had to do with taste too. You always think about alter the flavor or tasting because the smoke is, say you got that old part hitting your tongue, right? It's hitting your tongue first.
Yeah,
Makes
it
it
depends on how it is. Everybody get it. But remember, something I can tell you, when you smoke cigars, it's like your time. If you prefer because punch whatever, it's you. And some people discover how they like to smoke after years. Okay, let's make it right here. If you just smoke with a drink or not, or depending on the occasion. Depending on the occasion, they probably do that torpedo. Depending on the occasion, they will go to a long stem or Colorado. But yeah, depending how you smoke that cigar, because for you to enjoy a cigar, you also have to be more and more professional in this, how do you say, in this therapy, in this routine, in this, how you call it? It's like, when it's your cult. You know what I mean? So it does make a change. But also, the cigar in Arizona will taste different than in Miami. In Miami is more humid. Arizona is dry. So depending where you are, depending even how you feel that day, if you had a fight with your wife or not, the blend is gonna change in your life. It's crazy.
You said you're from PR. So, do you think there's PR tobaccos have like grown to blends more because people are more known for rum, and like Mexico would do tequila, and like Central America would be more, or like let's say American tobacco is like more like tequila for bourbon, or do you think it's like everything has a different profile? Like if I drink bourbon with this, will I get the same effect I do with rum on this?
Not really, because you have a medium body cigar, and you have a rum that it kind of sweetness. A bourbon is less sweetness. If I go with less sweetness, I will go with a cigar much less sweet side. I will go with a real thing. So depending on the cigar,
Yeah.
you choose what to pair with.
Is this DR like binder filler?
No.
No.
I use tobacco from different places. 30% DR. I use Nicaragua, Pennsylvania. That's Habano wrapper from Ecuador. That's Indonesian binder, what you have right there. So I use tobacco from all over the place. Whatever fits best in the blend. Guys, any other questions? Because otherwise, we're gonna jump to the video. It's gonna make cigars for you.
You ever use pork?
Huh?
You ever use pork wine?
If I use pork,
Pork. Do you prefer rum over pork?
I prefer rum. If it's wine, I prefer Cabernet. But if you have very sweet wine, you would like to pick up probably a strong cigar with pepper to blend it.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
You like some cognac? Brandy. You could do that.
You like to get them all one strike. They don't like something you don't say. Like good quality, different flavors.
Yeah. We did a lot of cognacs.
Yeah. It was worth it? Tell me no.
Oh, it's great. It's great.